What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you'll see a Patreon account. You click it, you can become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. Now, with that being said, since Mortal Kombat, the 2021 film, is going to drop, I decided, let me just go ahead and hit you guys with a 1995 Mortal Kombat review, and then I'm possibly going to follow it up with the Annihilation review. So now, with that being said, we are going to the past, a blast in the past. Hop in the DeLorean, let's get it going. Anyway, so Mortal Kombat 1995 stars Christopher Lambert as Lord Raiden, who I know from his role in Highlander. I'm be honest with you, I was kind of, now that I'm looking back at it, it's kind of weird that they picked an American actor to play Raiden. It don't fit. I mean, when I was watching it, his humor and the way that he made it, I mean, his comedy worked, but at the same time, like, it just didn't, I don't know, man. It felt too campy at times. It was funny, but it just really felt too campy, and it kind of takes you out of the mood. You have Robin Shaw as Liu Kang, who I remember he was 14K in Death Race. He's also did like a lot of little roles like Beverly Hills Cop and things like that. He's done a lot of little things. Lindsay Ashby as Johnny Cage. He's done a lot of little things. I think he's even in an Iron Man movie, I believe. Kerry Tagawa, who I know from that plays Shang Tsung. I remember him from American Me. We have Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade. I remember her from Whoa. Anyway, Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade, who I know from I Know What You Did Last Summer. We have Talisa Soto as Katana. And honestly, man, when I was watching this movie, she kind of reminded me of Gal Gadot. Like, she looks low-key like a little young gal. I don't know if I'm tripping, but you know. Then we have Chris Casamassa as Scorpion. Look, this is the crazy part. This guy was a part of a show that I used to watch when I was young called WMAC Masters. And his character on that show was Red Dragon. If you guys used to watch Channel 11 when you were like kids and you grew up in the 90s, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the crazy part about it is that black guy that fights Liu Kang with the dreadlocks, he's also in WMAC Masters. He was the Machine. He was like the only black guy in the show. Well, anyway, that show was pretty dope. It was fun, especially if you're like a young martial arts enthusiast and used to like those shows when we were younger. Fire. But anyway, to the point, then we have Francois Petit as Sub-Zero. He actually became, or he is, the head doctor for WWE. So that's kind of crazy when I read that. And also we have Keith Cook as Reptile, who also plays Sub-Zero in Annihilation. So with that being said, now that we got all that laundry list out of the way, Mortal Kombat, this movie is based on the very, very, very hit video game from the 90s that has the same damn name. And we are following Earthrealm's warriors as they're trying to fight the people from Outworld and prevent the freaking worlds from merging. Now, I felt like this one actually did a really good job at trying to stay true to the game. And like the storyline from the game. So my nitpicks are these. Sonya's character, when I rewatched this movie, damn, bro, like I really realized how much of a bad actress she is, dude. She's really bad at acting. And then on top of that, her fight scenes were very, very unchoreographed. So you can, like, she gets up and she's like this, and like, I don't know, like, it's just, I feel like I can see her count the moves as she's doing it. Like 1, 2, 3, like it just really feels like I can see her count. And it kind of bugged me. Also, I'm not sure if Johnny Cage's character has a martial arts background, but as sometimes he kind of looks lost out there. So I hope that the scenes where he did look good, fighting wise, I hope that those were stuntmen involved. But anyway, with that being said, moving on, dude. To be honest with you, when I watched this movie, it was a treat. I enjoyed it so damn much. Rewatching it, reliving the whole moments of my childhood. I remember my sister taking me all the way to Santa Monica to go watch this movie for the first time. I was hyped about it. This movie, what I did realize though, this movie lacks a lot of the special moves. You see some of them, like Sonya, she does the little leg grapple. Liu Kang does the little mini fireball at the end. Raiden throws a couple electricity bolts, but outside of that, I can't. The little reptile CGI thing that sprays supposedly acid, but I mean, if it was acid, then Liu Kang would be more hurt than what he was. Um, Outside of that, like there wasn't a lot of special moves in this, in this movie, which is a lot different from Annihilation. But I'll get to that when I get there. The CGI in this movie was freaking bad, dude. Like, I mean, it's the 90s. I know you gotta forgive it, but good lord, dude, the CGI in this shit was just awful. Oh my lord. That freaking CGI fireball, that CGI reptile. Uh it was really, really bad. But I mean, when I was a kid, that shit was tight. But like when I was watching it, I was like, dude, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is this? I really was questioning it. But yo, that animatronic, I believe animatronic Goro, I mean, as stupid as it looks now and how rigid it looks and like just so like robotic. I mean, I kind of prefer that over a. I really prefer that over a freaking CGI Goro. I'm kind of glad that they didn't try to go that route with the CGI Goro. I would have been fucking floored by now because that would have just been atrocious. But yeah, but one thing from this movie that's always kicking is that soundtrack. The soundtrack to this movie, even both of the movies, dude, the soundtrack always bumps and it goes along with the fight scenes perfectly. The top fight scenes in this movie have to be the first one for me has to be Liu Kang versus Reptile, dopest fight of the whole freaking movie. That shit's crazy. But the only thing that kills me about the actor that plays Liu Kang is that he yells too damn much. Like the whole movie, like I get it, dude. Liu Kang goes, "Wah!" and all that other crazy. He does all that stuff. Cool, dude. But at the same time, good look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it. I don't know, dude. Like it just felt excessive. Like when I was watching it, I was like, dang, dude, like, is he supposed to be doing that? Did the director tell him to do that? But it just really felt kind of excessive, like really, really excessive. But Liu Kang versus Reptile scene is fire. One of the best freaking fight scenes by a mile, bro, in this whole movie. Then you also have runner up is Scorpion versus Johnny Cage. That shit was tight. The way that he used the acrobatic bars in order to fight, and they integrated that into the fight. Also, they had Scorpion's signature, mask off. Toasty. They had that, So I thought that was really cool how they incorporated that into the thing. I thought it was kind of cheesy that it was like, get over here, get down, come here, and then he was like, get down here. That shit was kind of stupid, bro. But I mean, it fit. But at the same time, welcome. That shit is just corny, bro. The fights in this movie really felt fluid. That CGI Sub-Zero scene, oh my god, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. And he throws a freaking pail of water, bro. Oh my god, dude. I can really roast this movie, but I mean, it's a classic. It's a gem from the 90s. How much did this damn movie make? Let me find out how much this movie made. But honestly, dude, this movie, it must have made a lot because it warranted a sequel. But this movie was one of the, it was a fun experience to do all over again. I was really, really kind of like skeptical about watching this again. And I really thought, like, damn, maybe like this shit's gonna be a lot worse than I thought. But it still held up pretty well. I mean, aside from like what I'm used to now, since we're used to more of a higher grade of oh shit, box office $122 million and on an $18 million budget. God dang. Ooh, they hit that shit out the park, boy. But anyway, I digress. This movie was a treat to watch. The fight scenes are dope. I don't have a third favorite fight scene because there wasn't anything, in my opinion, that warrants a third place. I mean, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, that one was pretty cool, but at the same time, it wasn't something where I'm like, yo, it'll be my favorite. Goro versus Johnny Cage, funny fight, not really my favorite. It was whatever. Kano versus Sonya, whatever. Liu Kang versus Katana, whatever. What else? Liu Kang versus the old school Warriors, whatever. Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung, whatever. I mean, like literally the rest of the fights are like whatever. I kind of take it or leave it. But the fights that I said that stand out are Liu Kang versus Reptile, Johnny Cage versus Scorpion, and that's it. Dude, I would recommend rewatching this movie for you guys. Blast for the Past is a super treat for you guys, and that's that's my thoughts after I rewatched the movie. Let me know if I forgot anything. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Whatever the case may be, drop it in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. You are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. And adios, man.